Hello and welcome to the 6th episode of Common Mistakes. Today we're going to talk about the shit you should not do if you don't want to get your account suspended. All right, and we're back. All right, so what is a brand's worst nightmare? Sales are going well, you're finally launched on the platform, and boom, a seller performance email hits your inbox and your world feels like it's over. Your account or maybe your top selling ASIN has been suspended. Today, we're going to go over the common mistakes that can result in your account or top selling ASIN, or really any ASIN, in fact, get suspended. All right, so the first thing that can really get an account in trouble with Amazon is review manipulation. Do not do it. Don't even think about it. Stay far, far away. In fact, last week or maybe even the week before, there was a huge data breach and a lot of top sellers are no longer on the Amazon platform because they were caught going against Amazon's terms and services and buying reviews. Now, this is more of a deliberate tactic than a careless mistake, but it's something to be very aware of when launching a new product. The mentality should not be, oh, everyone else is doing it, let me give it a try. Absolutely not. Play by the rules, take advantage of Amazon's buying program, and play the game by the rules. Time is in your favor. Just slow and steady can win the race here. It is not worth risking your entire business and getting your entity completely blocked from selling on Amazon indefinitely. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't have a strategy and tactics in place to generate reviews, but we can talk about that in another episode. The next common mistake regarding getting your account suspended, I have seen happen in a more innocent manner than review manipulation. And it's making claims that can trigger Amazon's algorithm to flag you as a restricted product. This can be anything from a medical device, an adult product, or even hazardous. Really be cognizant of the copy that you are uploading to your images so that you do not trigger Amazon to flag your listing. It is always better to play it safe than to make claims that could potentially get that ASIN suspended. Another common mistake in this arena is copyright infringement. This can be anywhere from the product itself, the imagery you're using, or even the copy that is on your product detail page. Sometimes this can be deliberate, especially products out there that are trying to ride the coattails of a category leader. But in other cases, you even have to be careful. Even if it's a industry term, it could be trademarked and you don't want to get that ASIN suppressed. A very straightforward example is, let's say you're selling tissues and you refer to your product as Kleenex. Kleenex is obviously a trademarked term, so you cannot use that in your listing. Another way to get a ASIN or even your account suspended is poor seller performance. Keep an eye on those metrics. If they're dipping below Amazon's threshold, action needs to be taken immediately. I would make a habit to visit the Voice of the Customer metric under the Performance tab in Seller Central. This gives you insight into complaints or positive experiences that customers have had with your products and brands. If you neglect this, a listing can go down, and it always seems to be suspended over the weekend or during the holiday or when you really least expect it. Another way to get your entire account suspended is shady competitor tactics. Play nice in the sandbox, people. It is not worth it. And honestly, it's just bad karma. If you are plain slimy, reporting your competitors for doing something that they're not actually guilty of, and Amazon gets word of it, you're out. And there's really no recovering from there. Amazon wants their marketplace to be a fair and even ground playing field. Lastly, play it safe and make sure that any new product that you're listing on Amazon has a GS1 certified UPC. While I don't see Amazon suspending or taking down listings currently that don't have those certified UPCs, I do foresee this being a way for Amazon to safeguard listings or products that maybe aren't valid in the ecosystem beyond Amazon. We are seeing that new listings that are going up, especially if the brand is not yet brand registered, Amazon is requiring proof of those GS1 certificates. So it's better to play it safe and have this practice moving forward. So in case Amazon ever does do a sweep to prove that your UPCs are certified, you're protected. If by mistake your Amazon account does get suspended, do not freak out. It's okay. It can sometimes happen to the best of us, even when we are following Amazon's terms and services. The first thing to do is reflect on what could be done to avoid this in the future. Amazon requires that you put together a plan of action. Do not bombard Amazon with a ton of cases, because that will put you in the infinite black hole of no return. Ideally, you want it to be clean cut. Here's the problem, here's my solution, and this is how it's never going to happen again. Even if Amazon misinterpreted what your description was, and all of a sudden your beauty device is now flagged as a medical device, yelling at them and telling them that they are wrong will get you nowhere. It is much easier to suck it up and say, this is what we will do moving forward. Here's our clear plan of action. And Amazon will often take that response much better than calling in 20 times and yelling at the poor seller support overseas. It is true that the Amazon seller performance team is fairly isolated, and that the only way to really push suspensions through and getting reinstated is through the email/case platform. Most of all, make sure that you really understand what Amazon's terms and services are. It's a lot easier to do it right the first way than it is to try and go back, apologize to Amazon, and convince them that they should reinstate a product or your entire account. Thank you again for watching yet another episode of Common Mistakes. If you like what you're listening to, please take the 2 seconds to click the subscribe button below. Also, if you're interested in learning more about my company, Ambition Horizons, and our services, as well as our software, please feel free to click the link below. I'd love the chance to speak with you. Have a good day.